It started with a bang.
The first update of 2022 is bringing an exciting activity for you, the return of asymmetric battles.
Yes, the new Asymmetric Battles mode. Big event for this month. And then, before you knew it, asymmetric battles are disabled. And when you read the announcement a little closer, it basically says that there were not enough players in higher tiers, and Wargaming decided to disable the mode so that it gives them time over the weekend to see if they can make changes on their end. If not, the event will just be disabled and will not come back. So, what happened? Well, I think this post on Reddit says it all. Asymmetric battles, you become a Superman. And last night I found out for myself actually. So I've been grinding the tier 7 new German battleship line, and I decided to play the symmetric battle because I figured, okay, it may not be a bad idea to check out the mode and see what happens. So I played one game and it was against bots, and I was, wow, this was pretty easy. It's like co-op, but the rewards are much better. So before I knew it, after the first battle, I started decking out my best camo and putting flags on, and my tier 7 grind was done in I think 3 games in that mode. Now I was probably 2/3 through it. Nevertheless, it was pretty fast. So then I got the tier 8 battleship. I'm like, well, let's see what happens here. So again, the same thing. Get the camo, get all the flags, and give it a run. And oh my goodness, it was unbelievable. I think, as long as you won, you probably got anywhere from 13, 15, 17, 1800 XP. This is base XP. And with all the flags and with all the camos, I was raking in 12, 14, 15, 20,000 XP per game. And I didn't want to stop. I'm like, okay, well, let's just kind of rush through and see if I can grind through the tier 8 and get to tier 9 in no time. So I played, and a good thing about this mode, like any co-op mode, is the game is 5 or 6 or 7 minutes. And as long as you get the bots for tiers 9 and 10, A, they're higher tiers, so you get more XP. B, bots are bots. They're really easy. It's just about rushing and, trying to do as much damage as you can. Typically, you would get a CV which hangs in the back, and, after playing 2 or 3 games, you kind of know where the CV is to find them at the end. And then it's just about rushing in. Now, when it's cruisers, it's really easy because it takes them longer to kill you. So it's, charge in and do as much damage as you can. I think with the battleships, once I think I got killed, but I still did decent damage because I charged in, I think, amongst 4 or 5 battleships on one side. So not necessarily the biggest success, but still I got a very good XP. And then I had maybe 2 or 3 games where I had human players. So I think there were 2 games where there were human players, higher tiers, and we lost terribly. It was like overalls of 5, 6, 7 minutes and got 600 XP. So in my run, I had 4 or 5 great games and had one game maybe with 2 human players, which was, a little trickier, but still the XP was okay and we won. But then after playing two battles against teams with human players and losing badly and getting only 600 base XP, I was pretty close to kind of giving up, saying, okay, well, now they have enough human players, and it's not the same fun in terms of grinding. But luckily for me, I decided to give it one more shot, and back to bots. So I rushed, and I grinded through tier 8 in exactly 11 games. And it may have taken, I don't know, an hour and 15 minutes. I mean, yes, I used, my best camos, my best flags, put everything on it. But it was the easiest grind ever. I mean, this tier 8 ship, don't even know anything about it. I just went through it, and it worked out so good. It was like better than Narai, better than any other operation or scenario that you can get. Uh, and of course, something like that, something like that will not last. I was thinking to myself, I'm like, well, what other ships do I have that are like tier 7 or 8 that I'm grinding? And there are not that many, maybe one or two. And I was like, well, maybe this would have been great for those ships as well to kind of just jump through this grind. But the announcement this morning put an end to that. So, unfortunately, it seems it's not coming back. Wargaming became wise to what was happening. And while originally I intended this video to perhaps be as not an incentive, but a heads up that this is happening and maybe you want to check it out. It seems that, from last night to this morning, things changed and it's not here. So I guess this video ends up being just the evidence to what happened. And it was great while it lasted. So I would thank Wargaming, but, I know that this inadvertently, it wasn't really meant for us to be exploited like this. But while it lasted, it was a lot of fun. Now, when I started playing this mode and it was only bots, I was a little upset, saying, well, what is this? It's like a glorified co-op game. I don't want to play this. But once I realized how easy it was to grind XP, when I would get human players on the other end, I was a little upset. Like, why are they here? They are just messing with my grind. So this was one of my best performances. I got 2400 XP, and it was cruisers, and I think the rest of my team was back. 27,000 XP, 22,000 free XP, and I think that was, 80,000 Commander XP. So it was great. I'm sorry to see it go, and I'm sorry for all of you who didn't have a chance to maybe participate in this and accelerate your grinds. We'll see what the new reiteration looks like, but here it is. Thank you. It was exciting. As always, I wish you the best of luck on high seas. Maro out.